I'm a small business. Is this smart pricing thing actually going to help me? This is the question we're going to try to answer in this video. Hi, my name is Matteo. I'm an independent pricing consultant, and I came up with this approach that I call smart pricing to help you maximize your profits and really get the most out of your pricing strategy. But a lot of people think that pricing strategy more specifically, is just a big business thing. And if you're a small business, you don't have time to think about pricing strategy and you should just do what everyone else is doing in the market, or do something very simple like try to be the cheapest or take your cost and add your margin on top of it, and that's it. But pricing is a lot more than that. And the truth is, even if you're a small business, you can do some very, very cool things with pricing, and that's what smart pricing is all about. So let's take a look at 3 reasons why smart pricing is great for small businesses. Number 1, it makes your marketing more effective. When we talk about marketing strategy, everyone focuses on the product side or on the promotion side. So, creating marketing campaigns is very cool. It's great fun. I do it a lot myself. And it's great fun. But pricing is part of the marketing mix, and it's just as important as your promotions, because you can come up with the most creative marketing campaign ever, but if your price is not good enough, if it's too high or too low or too aligned with the rest of the market, then you're not going to get as many sales as you could. So, take pricing, get it right, and you will find that magically your marketing strategy starts to work better as well. Number 2, it gives you an unfair competitive advantage. No, it really does. Because 90% of small businesses don't actually put any thought into their pricing strategy. But as we were just saying, if you get your pricing right, your marketing gets better as well. And besides, there are 2 very important things to remember. Number 1, pricing directly impacts your profits. It's the most direct lever that you have to affect your profits. And secondly, pricing affects your brand image as well. If you price too low, you will be seen as a mediocre service provider or product provider, and some people will be scared off by it and they won't come and buy from you. On the other hand, if you price too high, you might keep away people who would otherwise buy from you. And if you align with the same prices as everyone else, well, you're going to be the same as everyone else, and people will not understand the difference between you and the others, and so they will just go with whatever is most convenient. But when you implement smart pricing, all of a sudden you are taking pricing seriously and you're doing things that others are not doing. And if that's not a source of competitive advantage, I don't know what is. And number 3, whatever. Smart pricing gets you thinking outside the box. I've already said it a couple times, most people just tend to do the same as everyone else, pricing wise. But that's not the way you maximize your profits. And, pricing at the same level as everyone else, or just saying, okay, this is my cost, I want to put 20% margin on top, and that's the best price I can possibly come up with. No, that doesn't maximize your profitability, which is what you're trying to do as a business person. With smart pricing, on the other hand, you start thinking outside the box. You start looking at things in terms of added value, for example. So what's the value that I'm adding to my customer? And what price tag can I put on that? Or what's my competition doing? Okay, how do I differentiate myself from my competition pricing wise? And when you start thinking outside the box, people notice. People notice and they pay attention to you. And again, we go back to point number 1. That's going to make your marketing work better. And in the end, it's going to lead to more sales at a higher price point, which is what you want because it maximizes your profitability. So that's it. I kept it deliberately short because I just wanted to give you a quick introduction as to why smart pricing is good for small businesses. If you're interested in smart pricing, if you want to implement it in your business, reach out to me and we will have an introductory chat of about 30 minutes. We'll talk about your situation, your objectives, and we'll try to come up with an action plan. See you next time.